Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to my channel, Celestial Oracle Codes. We are going to do a waxing crescent spread today. It will highlight the situations, people, events, and opportunities that are coming towards you in the next 6 months, we'll say. Usually sooner, but the most I've ever seen it take is 6 months. So let's dive in and see. So let's put our deck here. Alright, so the first, the Milky Way. Amazing. So Milky Way is an elusive card. It often speaks of journeying and therapy and adventure. So a path of starlight is unfolding before you, and the Milky Way card is heralding a significant journey to come. So this might be an actual journey, such as a holiday or a business trip, or it could also indicate a spiritual or mental journey, say a retreat or perhaps a therapeutic experience. Ultimately, Milky Way is showing up because movement is happening in your life. It's suggesting that your life is about to become more dynamic and adventurous. What is more, the journey represented here is a significant one. You will be changed in some way by this trip and what it entails. So it could indicate that a holiday romance is on the cards, which becomes more serious than you imagined it would be, or that a promotion is soon to follow a successful business trip. The Milky Way card might also indicate a medical journey of some sort. For instance, it may foretell surgery and recovery time, but rest assured that this is a positive card which denotes positive outcomes. This card shows that you are about to move forward in some way, so that you are waiting for. So in some way that you're waiting for. Take the first step and book that trip. Alright, so we see with Milky Way, and actually let's get some clarifier cards because obviously this is a waxing crescent spread, so we want the underlying influences, we want the strengths in your favor, right? Underlying influences are the waning crescent. Okay, the strengths in your favor are the silver dollar. And I'll show you those cards as we go through them. But the guiding forces are the moon Hare. Ooh, so some kind of transformation in your life. Amazing. And whatever you're transforming or transforming into is what is bringing in this new adventure, this new change in your life, and this new experience that will be life-changing and ultimately. So Dreamweaver is the probable outcome. Okay. So with Waning Crescent, just that card alone is it is one of the strongest enchantments, and if pulled, this suggests that you have an affinity for either magic or you just have a magical quality about you. So the Waning Crescent indicates a time for psychic visions, prophetic dreams. It's a very liminal time, okay? So you might have some spooky experiences right now, or some paranormal experiences. Let's just call them what they are. This is a period of leaving the past behind, but taking the lessons learned with you as you move forward into a new phase in your life with greater wisdom than you had before. Remember, that's the big part of this. So this is the time of healing and magic, of dream work and self-reflection. So just remember during this time that your psychic senses are most certainly heightened, and you are experiencing a deeper connection to the divine and to your higher self right now. So you've got some faculties that are coming online, and some ways that you might be feeling. So don't worry about turbulent feelings right now, because they're part of this process. And as the energy flows and your attention is shifting and your energy is shifting, ultimately your vibration is raising, right? And it can be destabilizing at times. You can feel this way and that way and tugged and pulled by your own emotional state. And so the message that's really coming through with that is to have patience with yourself at this time, while you are coming into these influences. So the guiding influences that are helping you along your way, right? The strengths that you have in this situation are prosperity, wealth, and abundance coming through with the silver dollar. So the silver dollar, let's see if we can get that card in there. All right, so the silver dollar card appears in the same way that prosperous energies flow. So the way that money flows is how this card comes in. This card symbolizes wealth, abundance, prosperity, and it shines in your reading. So that means that any troubles with money are soon to be a thing of the past. Okay? This card heralds that. It's for good fortune is on the way, and this card suggests lasting good fortune rather than something more fleeting. So this is something that is going to be continuous for you. The continuity that's found in this card shows the abundance that's on the way to you, and shows that you are already leveling up into the present that is bringing in that level of abundance. So don't overspend. Be careful with the cash you have and consider your purchases carefully. Take care of your current income in order to attract increased wealth. Be grateful for all the material things you have and use every day. So showing gratitude will bring this in quicker, all right? So the moon hare, here we go. Moon hare is showing up as your guiding forces at work. So the last one was your strength, the strengths that are in your favor. That's that prosperity, abundance, and all of that good stuff that's coming in. These are the guiding forces at work in your life, and that's the moon here, which is also a big card of shape-shifting and transformation. So the moon here often comes out when it is time for you to either blend in with your surroundings or become a part of the present environment that you are incorporating. But ultimately, this represents a time of renewal. It represents a time of fertility and abundance, of prosperity, and things finally turning in your favor in a way that leaves you feeling very fertile and abundant, one way or the other. So this can be a growing family, but alternatively, it can also mean that you're entering into a time of creative fertility when your imagination is fired up for new projects and ideas. So follow these ideas and see where they take you. The magical moon here is a symbol of abundance. So it could be that a period of creativity leads to a lucrative opportunity. In the past, it was said that witches could transform into hares in order to escape their persecution. And as a shape-shifting creature, the moon hare symbolizes some kind of self-transformation or transcendence, okay? One or the other. And it is a dynamic card suggesting swift movement. So expect sudden changes to plans and be prepared to go with the flow. So that's a really powerful message coming through. And this just shows you when this and this come out. Let me just say this. When this, and this come up together in a reading, okay? Milky Way, silver dollar, and moon here, it means that something that you are either incorporating, some skills that you're building, some way that you're changing, some transformation that you're having, or some transcendence in your life is leading you to either a vacation, a trip, a seminar, a summit, a conference, a something, okay? And in that, you are either going to meet someone that is leveling you up into this abundance, or you are going to just get inspired by some kind of idea or some kind of guru, some kind of mentor who's going to show you a new way of creating and building wealth. So that's a strong message that's coming through. Wow, congratulations, because that's a big accomplishment in your life. So the last card that we have is Dreamweaver, and this is ultimately the outcome. Can we get the card in there? I'm like, come on. Come on. You can kind of see it. So that's Dreamweaver. It's just looks like a blue whale, jumping toward the moon. So this is goal setting, actions, and efforts. Okay? So Dreamweaver is reminding you to determine your own path through life, because to a large extent, your destiny is in your hands. This card is the antithesis of drifting through life, expecting everything to just come to you. Growing increasingly resentful towards those who go out and make things happen for themselves. Dreamweaver is telling you to take charge of your destiny by setting a few goals and working steadily towards them. Don't be one of those people who constantly complain that they can't catch a break or get a foot in the door of their dream job. Don't sit back and wait for someone else to open up a few doors for you or give you a leg up. Do those things for yourself. That is a huge message that's coming through with Dreamweaver. We need to be focusing on our goals and making sure that we're taking our own inspired action. We're using the spiritual law of precipitation in those stepped ways, right? We're visualizing and we are having only those inspired actions. We're making sure that we actually care about the things that we're trying to manifest in our lives. And we're not doing it from a jealous or envious place of what someone else has. So we're visualizing, we're concentrating, we're taking inspired action, we're staying positive, we're using our affirmations, and we are kind of staying quiet and letting that germinate and grow into whatever it's going to equal this level up abundance that is clearly expressed in this card. Silver dollar means it's happening. Prosperity, abundance, it is coming into your life. And ultimately, Dreamweaver is trying to guide you, help you get there by letting you know, hey, you're still going to need to take some inspired action, still going to need to take those steps. Don't sit back and wait for someone else to open up those doors for you. Give yourself the leg up. You are your own leg up. You can open up your own doors to success. However, you must be prepared to put in the work. The universe works with you, not for you. It will only match your own level of effort. So if you don't put the effort in, you won't reap the rewards. And we all want you to reap the rewards, right? I'm so happy for you. And so I definitely hope you get this message, and I hope that it lands on you correctly. And if you are in this, if you're here at this point in the message, this entire message is for you. You do have abundance coming into your life. You are going through a transcendent period in your life. You're probably some kind of, I don't know, either you do Reiki or you have witchy energy, some type of way. Okay? You may know it or you may not. But things manifest in your life miraculously in some type of way sometimes. Sometimes you're like, how did that happen? Or it just doesn't all click for you. But it's because of that magical quality to you and your life. That is what is coming through. That is what your guides want you to know. And this card reminds you not to keep playing the victim, but to take on the role of manifester. Determine what you want and take determined steps towards having it. Set those goals and go after them. Your goals work towards achieving them every day. Okay? Then set new goals and begin the cycle again. The Dreamweaver card is here to tell you that there are no limits to what you can achieve if you set the intention and put the work in. The world can be divided into those who live out their dreams and those who don't. The difference is those who do are active participants in their lives. They're living their destiny versus getting served up their fate. While those who don't remain passive take positive action today towards one of your wildest dreams. Create and live a life you truly love, one wherein you feel blessed every single day. Weave your dreams into the fabric of reality. Remember that it is your really divine duty, right? Your divine right and duty to ultimately create the life you love, to make this an experience that you not only learn from, but that you enjoy. Remember, you are not meant to suffer, but you are meant to overcome suffering. All of these cards show me that either you are coming out of a time of suffering or you felt like you were, and it wasn't actually suffering for you. This was a time of transformation, chrysalis stage, growth, expansion, skill identifying. That's funny that that's how it's coming through, but skill identifying and skill building. So that's what's been going on for you, and they really want you to know that you haven't done anything wrong. Things are moving along as they are divinely timed, and you are definitely held, protected, as is your abundance and all of those good things that are coming to you. So enjoy the trip, the commute, the conference, the summit, whatever it is, the vacation. It could be a vacation. And enjoy the abundance that ultimately will grow and expand from it. As always, I'm eternally grateful. Actually, let's get you a message of light, right? I don't feel like we need to be letting you know about your new abundance without letting you know a message of light. So let's go ahead and get one of those, and then we will get you out of here. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3. All right. Message of light is me. Amazing. Me says, I work on the enlightening of myself. I need the approval of no one. I do not take on the problems of others. I live to fulfill my own true needs and to realize my full potential. So this coincides perfectly with all of those cards that you got. This is you in that moon Hare energy where you are transcending, transforming, becoming more expanded, and ultimately leading you into that silver dollar moon that is ultimately that prosperity and abundance and ambitious fruition and manifestation unfolding in your life. What a beautiful message. There you go. My blessed, beloved, beautiful souls, my loves, I am eternally grateful for each and every one of you who is here in this sacred space with me. As I said, any of these messages are always timeless, so it doesn't matter when they came to you, they are for you. If they came to you, they are for you. And if you stayed for the entire message, this message was your message. So congratulations, and I will see you in my next reading.